When you're ready to start a case, look for a petition form in the kind of case you are starting. If your case involves domestic violence and you want to get a protective order, please watch the video titled Get a Protective Order.
TexasLawHelp.org has free forms for many kinds of very simple cases. There are two ways to get forms from Texas Law Help. First, there are interactive forms that a computer program will fill out for you. The interactive form will ask you questions and fill out the forms with your answers. At the end, you can print out the completed form along with a set of instructions that tells you what to do next. The second way to get forms from Texas Law Help is to print blank forms off the website and fill them in yourself. It is important for you to understand that not all courts in Texas accept the forms from TexasLawHelp.org. Call the clerk's office to find out whether the courts in your area will accept the TexasLawHelp.org forms. There are many sources for legal forms. For example, you might find forms in a county law library or a public library. Be careful about forms that you pay for in stores or on websites because they may not be up to date and they may not be correct under Texas law, so courts might not accept them.
If at any time you need help with this website, or if you have particular questions about handling your own civil case, live help is available to answer your questions online, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
First, you can use Texas Law Help's live chat service to talk to a lawyer who can provide you assistance. Also, a few counties have self-help centers where you may be able to get help in filling out forms in family law cases. Another option is free legal advice clinics put on by local attorney groups where you may be able to get help filling out forms. To find self-help centers and legal advice clinics in your area, go to the resources section of this website.
After you've filled out a petition form, you will also need to fill out a civil case information sheet. This is a form that the Supreme Court of Texas requires be filed at the same time that the petition is filed. The person who files the petition must also file the civil case information sheet.
The form asks for information about the parties, the type of case that is filed, and the remedy or procedures that are being requested. As you can see, the civil case information sheet is full of legal terms. To help you understand those terms and fill out the sheet correctly, there is a paper that explains what the terms on the sheet mean. It is called the Supplemental Instructions for Self-Represented Litigants. You can get the civil case information sheet and the instructions by clicking the buttons next to this video. Say you're filing a petition for divorce and you and your spouse don't have any children and don't own a house or any land or have retirement accounts. You would first put your name and contact information in the spaces in box 1, which asks for contact information for the person filling out the case information sheet. Then, in the spaces for the names of the parties in the case, you would put your name in the space for the petitioner and your spouse's name in the space for the respondent. You would then indicate you are filing pro se in the box that asks for information about who is completing the sheet. Remember, pro se means you're representing yourself. Next, you move to box 2, which asks you to tell the type of case you're filing or the most important issue in the case. In our example, you would go to the family law section of the sheet and under marriage relationship, check divorce with no children. Then go to box 3. In our example of a divorce with no children and no house, land, or retirement, you would not need to check anything in that box. This is because the petition for a divorce in a case like our example does not ask for any of the listed procedures or remedies. This form is a small example of how hard it can be to handle your own case.